Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into building a canal in Blender. Drawn in by the charm of Manchester's waterways, I couldn't resist bringing a piece of that magic to my own projects. So, let's roll up our sleeves and turn inspiration into reality. Stay tuned for the journey, and let's make some waves together. Alright, let's kick things off by laying down the foundation. A simple plane that will serve as our canvas for creating a serene water scene. Inspired by the tranquil canals of Manchester, we're aiming for calm waters with high reflectivity. So, grab your seats as we embark on the journey of sculpting a digital water oasis. Let's make this reflection game strong and capture the essence of those peaceful canals. Time to set the stage. Using this block, I'll craft the borders of our canal. Now, check this out. Not only are we shaping the canal borders, but I'm also fine-tuning our perspective. The camera's getting into position to capture the essence just right. Inspired by Manchester's canals, this setup is all about precision and charm. Stick around as we craft the scene and bring you along for the ride behind the lens. Borders are set, and now it's time to breathe life into our canal. Greenery is on the agenda. Drawing inspiration from the lush surroundings of Manchester's canals, we're about to turn the scene into a green paradise. And now, let's bring nature into the mix. I'm adding a tree to our canal scene, and let me tell you, the options are endless. Taking a cue from the diverse flora along Manchester's canals, we're about to sprout some digital greenery. Join me in this arboreal adventure as we explore the possibilities and find the perfect fit for our virtual oasis. Fine-tuning is the name of the game. Check this out as I carefully adjust the trees to seamlessly blend into our environment. Taking cues from the lush, bushy trees along Manchester's canals, we're aiming for that perfect harmony. It's a bit like a seasonal trim, just like those summer days along the canal. Satisfaction achieved. Now that our trees are perfectly positioned, it's time to infuse some vibrant colors. I'm opting for lush greens to breathe life into the leaves and earthy browns to capture the essence of the bark. Inspired by the natural hues found along Manchester's canals, this palette is about to turn our digital scene into a visual masterpiece. Next up, precision and positioning. I'm selecting both the tree and leaves, gearing up to size them just right and find that sweet spot in our evolving masterpiece. It's all about getting the proportions spot on, mirroring the meticulous planning seen along the canals of Manchester. Hold on to your seats, folks. We've got the trees in place, but the journey's not over. Now, I'm diving into the nitty-gritty, testing the lighting and water reflections. Our current light is more of a point, but we're about to elevate it to sun status. Inspired by the ever-changing natural light, I'm going to set the light at an angle. The sun is on, but it's throwing a bit too much brightness into the mix. Inspired by the subtle play of light along Manchester's canals, we're toning it down to get that perfect, natural glow. Stay with me as we dial in the luminance, ensuring our digital canal is bathed in just the right amount of light for that picturesque touch. Before we continue this digital journey, I'd love your support. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. It helps me bring more content your way, and you won't miss out on any future updates. Now, let's get back to shaping our canal masterpiece together. Time for a color tweak, my friends. That reflection on the canal is throwing a bit too much shine our way. Inspired by the calm waters of Manchester's canals, I'm dialing down the gloss to get that perfect, subtle sheen. Join me as we adjust the color palette, ensuring our digital canal reflects the serene beauty we've envisioned. Let's get the balance just right. Shifting gears, I'm now duplicating the trees to enhance the greenery in our digital landscape. Stay with me as we multiply and strategically position these elements to create a captivating and harmonious scene. It's all about finding the perfect balance in our virtual oasis. I'm introducing a default cube, and guess what? We're about to work some digital magic and transform it into a bustling factory. Join me as we mold this cube into a powerhouse, adding depth and diversity to our virtual world. Time to establish some boundaries. Here's our golden chance to introduce a fence, marking the division between land and water. Inspired by the practical yet aesthetic elements found along waterfronts, we're about to add that finishing touch. Shifting our focus to the Green Guardians. Now, we're diving deep into crafting the details of our trees and bushes. Inspired by the lush flora surrounding canals, we'll sculpt and refine, ensuring every leaf and branch adds a touch of natural elegance to our digital haven. Join me as we breathe life into the greenery, turning this virtual landscape into a vibrant, picturesque retreat. Leveling up the scene. I've just dropped another warehouse into the background, and here's the magic trick. It's all about depth. Inspired by the layered landscapes along waterways, this addition creates a sense of distance and perspective. Brightening things up a bit. I'm introducing a new species of tree to our scene, aiming to infuse a fresh burst of color and vibrancy. Inspired by the diverse foliage found along waterways, this addition is set to elevate our digital canal. Taking a cue from Mother Nature. Notice the diverse palette within our trees? That's not by chance. It's a deliberate move to introduce a range of colors and tones. Inspired by the organic beauty of natural landscapes, this diversity adds authenticity, breaking away from uniformity. Embracing a bit of chaos. Keep an eye out for a twist. I'll be shuffling some trees forward, injecting a touch of disorder into our meticulously crafted scene. Inspired by the untamed beauty of wild landscapes, this move adds a layer of randomness, making our digital grove feel more organic. Shifting our focus to the ground beneath our feet. Now, we're delving into the details of soil textures. Inspired by the rich and varied landscapes found along waterways, we'll be crafting a ground that speaks to the authenticity of our digital canal scene. Diving into the technical magic. Get ready for a node-tastic journey as I introduce noise textures and a bump texture to our soil. Inspired by the intricate details found in natural landscapes, these nodes will add depth and realism to the ground beneath our trees. Leveling up our textures. Now, we're introducing a color ramp to the mix, adding a layer of control and finesse to our soil palette. Inspired by the varied tones of earth along canal paths, this color ramp will help us achieve a seamless blend of hues. Cue the grand reveal. Feast your eyes on our evolving masterpiece. Not only have we added rich soil textures and diverse foliage, but I've also infused a sunset theme to set the mood. Inspired by the golden hour along canals, this transformation aims to capture the warmth and beauty of a setting sun. Plot twist. I've doubled down on the industrial charm by introducing not one but two warehouses to our scene. The magic here lies in depth. This addition creates layers and enhances the visual richness of our evolving masterpiece. Behold our current creation. With textured soil, vibrant greenery, and the introduction of dual warehouses, our digital canal has undergone a remarkable transformation. The sunset theme adds a warm glow, setting the perfect mood for our evolving masterpiece. But hold on tight because our journey is far from finished. Stay tuned as we continue to shape and refine, unveiling even more magic in the making. Shifting our focus to the flip side of the canal. The textured soil is already in place, setting the stage for what's to come. Inspired by the intricate details found along waterways, we're gearing up to bring life to the other shore. Check out the Skyward update. I've introduced some clouds into our scene using the world settings in the node section. Inspired by the dynamic skies often witnessed along canals, these clouds add a touch of realism and atmosphere. Building a foundation beneath our feet. I've scattered stones across the canal, strategically placed to bring a sense of depth to our scene. This addition not only fills the expansive emptiness, but also adds an authentic touch inspired by the natural elements found along waterways. Join me as we pave the way for a more dynamic and visually engaging canal landscape. Ground level transformation. Now, we're bringing our canal scene to life by adding lush grass and defining a pathway. Inspired by the picturesque pathways often lining canals, we're aiming to strike the perfect balance between nature and structure. Let's bring the foreground to life. I'm introducing a tree up close, a strategic move to enhance depth and perspective in our scene. Inspired by the framing techniques used in scenic canal views, this addition draws the viewer into the digital landscape. Time to make a splash. I'm adding texture to the water, a crucial step in capturing the open, windy environment we're aiming for. Inspired by the dynamic nature of canal waters, this addition will breathe life into our digital scene. Precision in motion. To control the water disruption, I'm introducing a new plane. This strategic move allows us to target and emphasize specific areas, mimicking the natural ebb and flow found in wind-kissed canal waters. Join me as we sculpt the movement, creating a dynamic interplay between the wind and our digital water canvas. Let's harness the power of intention in every ripple. Adding a touch of nature's poetry. Inspired by the cycle of seasons, I'm placing leaves on the water's surface to mimic the natural shedding of trees. These drifting leaves add a layer of authenticity, capturing the subtle beauty of falling foliage. Time for a dose of imperfection. Brace yourselves, as I'm about to disrupt the pristine scene with potholes and a dash of graffiti. Inspired by the grit and character often found along urban waterways, this transformation adds an edgy, realistic touch to our digital canal. Join me as we embrace the beauty and imperfections, giving our scene a touch of authenticity and a story to tell. Injecting a human touch. Now, I'm introducing barriers and benches, bringing a touch of human presence to our digital canal. Inspired by the spaces where people gather and interact along waterways, these elements add a sense of community and purpose to our evolving scene. Join me as we shape an environment that not only captivates visually, but also tells a story of shared moments by the canal. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the journey of creating this digital canal scene. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you won't miss out on future adventures. Until next time, happy creating!
That is the bar for success. Curdled pus on 3.
Curdled pus.
1, 2, 3. Curdled pus.
Today I got up, I stepped onto the grill and I clamped down on my foot.
There's not much in this world that I find more repulsive than feet. I don't know what it is about them. I just don't like them. I don't like the smell. I don't like the taste. I'm kidding. I don't like the look. I love the taste. Bunions, hard skin on the bottom of feet, like janky toenails. They're just repulsive all the way around. And so, what better way to cap off this entire render challenge than including one of my biggest phobias, nasty, filthy feet. And so today, Brendan's gonna help me scan my foot. Because he's a good friend. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my foot and I'm gonna go drag it around in the dirt and the muck so it's nice and disgusting. Oh my god. Then Ren will gently and lovingly capture and scan my foot. Looks pretty good. That's a tasty meatball. Come on now. That's good, dude. And now with that scan done, I'm gonna try to add some oils or some pimples or some varicose veins. All the juicy, repugnant little details.
I told Jordan, okay, I will scan your foot, but you gotta scan my head. For the first satisfying render where I had like the scan of my face, I was using Bellows 3D. It's like the most simplistic head scan you could possibly have. But this time around, I'm using Polycam, which will actually scan my head properly and give me a much higher fidelity model. Jordan made a major mistake. Jordan made a mistake. He told me that he's afraid of this little thing called trypophobia, which is a fear of holes. It's a fear of Shia LaBeouf. So I looked at some images of trypophobia on hands, like holes in hands. Ah! Oh god! Oh! I'm not trypophobic. What the heck, man? Dude, look at that. This sort of like trypophobia aesthetic reminds me a lot of David Brodeur. He has like all these really good-looking renders from years back that basically have these holes and like these little things coming out of them. Jordan didn't realize this when he told me that he's got this fear of trypophobia. That's why I did the head scan. I'm gonna add some holes to my face. So coming right out of the box, these Polycam scans are pretty high resolution. I need to like remesh it a little bit. So I'm gonna make the face very high resolution, but the rest of the body and head to be kind of like low resolution in terms of like number of polygons. And I've actually been doing this so far on this laptop here. It's pretty nuts, dude. This laptop is powerful. I'm a big fan. So like, I'm able to actually use Octane render on this thing. I mean, look at this. Yeah, so this is the Razer Blade 17. It's inside of a laptop. This thing is out to CES this year. What's also really nice about this is rigorously test all of their drivers to make sure that they're running well crap. There's this thing called like someone is actually working on those threads or like a couple threads rather than like many threads. So it's really actually require less. Oh, good for that much. It's actually, I'm making screen here, but the Razer Blade 15, all of these features. In fact, they got a whole lot of laptops. Across all of them. Really cool stuff. So yeah, I guess it's work here.
So I saw the moment when Rem saw that giant cyst burst and he nearly lost it. I saw his soul trying to escape his body. I thought for how to go up, then what already almost made me throw up. So I wonder, will probably involve some sort of oil or cyst. Gelatinous goo that's just leaking out of a body. So the next step is to grab the make Riley what you want. He's basically a walking step by step. So I'm just going to grab the materials and also
so that you are the line and that makes it work. It's like
Living foot cheese.
yeah, it's come together. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I got my commitment. I'm just gonna get out of this. So I gotta stop and focus on it. It's maybe 50%. I have to stop and sit and breathe. But it's getting less. I'm growing. I think it's back. Now I'm thinking about it. Feet are not as they were in the beginning of this thing. I think this is good enough. I think for now I'm gonna move on to the simulation. Yeah.
Okay, so I got the scan in there, I got the pimple all animated, I got the tweezers and the hand working, but then I hit a snag, and that was the bane of my existence and the thing I always try to avoid, liquid simulations. Simulations in general, computer graphics have gotten a lot better over the last few years. Now we have things like Imagery, which is a real-time smoke simulator, it takes hours and hours to simulate smoke. Now it just takes seconds. But with liquid simulations, it's like you just go like this and you hit simulate, and then once it's done, you're like, that was like awful. And you have to do that probably 1,000 times, changing little settings here and there. And with a lot of things in CG, you can kind of get away with some jankiness, but with liquid, it's like we all are intimately aware of what liquid looks like. So if there's jank, it's very evident. And if I want Red to grow up, I have to get this right. There's no margin for error here.
This is stressful. Alright, so a bit of an update. Got the little flab of skin. I hope I can actually incorporate that in. So this is like actually a really cool technique. I used this thing called Voronoi fracture to add colors to my face.
Right. Don't, please, dude. Literally, of all the things you could do. Hey, Red, don't do Don't do this.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it's been a really gross time, but it's been a good time working on this laptop here. It's super dope to be able to have like desktop power on my lap here. And if you want to learn more about Imagery Studio or get like 15 or 17 like this one, click that link in the description. I'm gonna add a little figure it out. Only got all the fun. See what the other guys did. Here we are, our finished renders ready to be displayed to everyone. Hold on to this stuff.
My stomach's currently hoping it stays that way, but I'm not so sure.
Eating egg box. Man, egg makes me sick. So my whole approach with this render was specifically to try to I feel like I broke something. Three, two, one.
It's a little guy. It's a cutie. Oh, it's a little cutie.
Put him back in.
Oh my god. Dude, when it first happened, like, I don't even know what you call it. Yeah, that's what happened.
It's the whole opening more. You know what I mean? Like, seeing into it with the group, like,
The whole is particular.
this would be really cool, except you just couldn't resist this little cutie. It just gets a little cute.
This is an 8 out of 10 on the gross scale, but it's a 10 out of 10 on the render scale.
My heart is full. Thank you, my friend.
Grossest render I've ever seen, definitely right up there with Peter's, 8.5, 9 even. But the thing that puts it over the top for me is it tells a story.
I think it's the render that got me to elicit the most vocal reaction. I'm revising Peter's score from 6.9 to a 7, so it's a tie with Ren. And this, 7.01.
A nail biter.
Well, that was a lot of fun to work on. I wasn't able to actually do everything that I wanted to do, so there's a slight bit of disappointment on my end. But I kind of regret doing this video because of what I saw you guys make. You made me sick.
I mean, we literally made a goal between us to make you sick.
I feel less bad about trying to make you feel sick then.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. When you found out my phobia and took advantage of it, I suddenly felt very vindicated for a private conversation.
I want to do another gross render challenge at some point here soon. I need suggestions down in the comments on some gross ideas.
What do you want to split? What do you want to boil? What do you want to tear open? What do you want to fester?
Yeah, enough. This is done. We're done.
A few weeks ago I was looking through records in the British National Archives for a separate video idea that didn't end up going anywhere, but while I was researching I found a completely different report, secret and restricted waste of Britain, but now unclassified, and it was the first time in a long while that I've read some old archives and my jaw has literally dropped. It was called Possible Sites of Completely Contained Nuclear Explosions in North Yorkshire is a beautiful area that includes 2 national parks, the middle of one of them. It is stunning, it is historic, it is not somewhere that I expect anyone to try and set off a nuclear explosion. The report was written in June 1969, so just for context we're talking full space race, white heat of technology era. Neil Armstrong would set foot on the moon only about a month after that report was written, and the report is talking about peaceful nuclear explosions, which was an idea that was in fashion among some nuclear scientists and policymakers at the time. Maybe, the theory went, we could create artificial harbours and canals using nuclear bombs. No more years of mechanical digging, just put a few well-placed nukes in the ground and boom, 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 there's your new canal. Or maybe we could help stimulate production of gas wells, basically nuclear fracking. Or, and this was charitably the most practical idea, create enormous underground cavities for gas storage instead of using big above-ground tanks. The US did run a couple of dozen nuclear tests like that under the biblical title Operation Plowshare. The Soviet Union eventually ran more than 200. But those are stories that have already been told by a lot of other people. By the 1970s, the US and the Soviets would work out that it was a bad idea. If you use a nuke either for fracking or to create underground gas storage, the radiation ends up contaminating the gas. But until that was figured out, well, I don't think many people actually noticed the records about it since it was declassified, but it turns out that at least some people in the UK were interested as well. Those people worked at the Gas Council and the Atomic Weapons Research Establishment, and the report shows that they were seriously working on nuclear bomb gas storage caverns were a good idea. I kept researching and found they commissioned a full study laying out the pros and cons, comparing the cost to other methods of storage. They had picked a site, which was here, actually literally exactly there, bottom of that ravine, Wheeldale, in the middle of the North Yorkshire Moors National Park. The plan was buy all the land for about a mile around, drill down 2,000 feet, about 600 metres with a special extra wide drill bit, big enough so they could drop a 25 kiloton nuclear bomb down to the bottom of the hole. I'd say drop lower. It's a big enough bomb to annihilate a city in the open air. Plug up the hole, cover the top so nothing comes out, hopefully. Evacuate the 1,000 or so people who live nearby just in case. And then, not much would happen on the surface. It'd be a bit of a jolt and a rumble, a few birds started into the air. The local towns of Pickering and Whitby, about 10 miles away each, they'd feel a minor earthquake. Maybe a couple of buildings would get a few small cracks in them. I'm not kidding, radiation. That's what the report actually says. It just phrases it a little bit more delicately than that. It's not clear whether the locals would have actually been told what was going on, but I think it would have been impossible. After that, they would let the giant cavern that had been created 600 metres down cool for a few months and then flush out and remove most of the radioactive stuff that was left behind, which turns out would have been a lot more difficult than they thought at the time. Finally, they'd put some pumping equipment in here at the top and presto, giant underground high-pressure gas storage tank for relatively not much money. And after a couple of years, they can sell most of this land back. The cost of the explosion in today's money, just for inflation, about £9 million, which is not actually bad for a giant gas storage tank. I suspect that's a very optimistic estimate. Even that was a bit more expensive than setting up liquid natural gas storage above ground, but once you've made the cavern, it's much cheaper to run this way. If, that is, the explosion works as predicted, and if there's really no radiation left over, there were a lot of risks. Now, as far as I can tell, this never got anywhere near the Prime Minister's desk. There was never some high-up government meeting trying to work out whether they should nuke a bit of the national park. I suspect it would have been a very bad political decision, and a very bad environmental decision, and a very bad financial decision. And look, I'm sure there is some possible alternate history where this happened, but things have been very different. The last reference I could find is November 1969. The plan was worked out in theory, and the minister would then say that further thought will be given for action to follow. And at some point, in some other record that I missed, maybe it's still existed, I'm sure there'll be a note that says they decided not to proceed. Peaceful nuclear explosions would eventually be banned by treaty, conveniently just after the point, the US decided they weren't a great idea, and the North Yorkshire
These are nice. Oh, wow. Where did you find these?
I had them delivered from Zeta Reticuli. They're your favorite.
Hey, Ace, tell me, when is Wes getting here?
He should be arriving shortly.
Okay.
You'll love the amenities here.
Why is that?
Some would say they're to die for.
Behind this secret door, I've built a $100,000 escape room. Welcome back, guys. I've been working on this project for over a year with the folks over at Immersive Tech. It is my lifelong dream to have my very own escape room. I'm going to be doing this with Wes, my best friend. We have no idea what to expect in terms of puzzles. We were not in on any of it. If you guys don't mind leaving a big fat like below, I would really appreciate it if you did me a solid. This is burning a hole in my pocket right now, and I need you guys just to get it trending. If you could do that, that would be amazing. Also, this.
We've just shot my first parkour video. Lower your expectations, but that means I need to give you the disclaimer. This is Hedge, qualified parkour instructor, and also one of the people who writes the qualifications for parkour instructors.
We've made a lot of choices both on camera and off. Yeah. So, fold down quite a bit better. Yeah, that's fine. Good. So, try and be a stick instead of spaghetti. So, we're going to stand up, try and hold tight, and the work is going to be done at the knee.
Okay.
So everything else is tight, and it's just the knee. Everything else moving, it's like if you imagine trying to coordinate every bit of your body moving at once.
Okay.
If instead you hold the body and do the balance with a single joint.
Okay. And that's about the right position for the foot. Okay. Oh, I mean, there's a bit of flailing on the arm. Yeah, as soon as, so instinctively I started moving my body and it all fell apart.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent. Keep practicing that on the back of a second.
All right, here we go. It's the exact opposite of everything my body wants to do.
Here's the game. You're going to balance on that bar.
Right.
I'm going to bounce this ball at you. You're going to try and catch it.
Okay.
If you fall, you're going to grab the bar. Very good. And Davy Dozy. So we've got a slightly higher bar now. And we're still going to be working on balance on it. But before we do that, I'm going to kind of build on this idea of getting down safely from the bar.
Right.
So we're going to be using the front of our foot here on the bar, and the opposing hand's going to grab the bar. And the first thing we're going to do is called the step through position. Is you're going to try and keep this knee over this toe, and float here, and then float here, and float here, and float here.
That looks like you've taken parkour and like distilled it down into a single movement.
This is pretty well and straightforward. Exactly what I'm going for. Isn't that cool? I grew up loving Treasure Hunt. I think it's significantly underrated. And at the start of the movie, this kid is like opening and reading a book that's coming out of the page. That's kind of what I'm doing, right? Artwork that's going to have these really cool layers. So I think that sort of feels.
It's a dangerous time to be a soldier in the British Army. As almost 380 troops have been killed in Afghanistan, and over 1,700 seriously injured. And yet thousands of young men from all across the UK want to join the army and get their chance to fight for their country. This series tells the story of 4 young men on their journey from civvies to soldiers. Beginning on their very first day as new recruits. Through to frontline combat in Helmand.
Jesus Christ.
North Yorkshire. One of the biggest army bases in the world. life in the British Army. There are no formal qualifications required to join the infantry. The recruits just need to be between the ages of 17 to 32, have minimal reading and writing skills, and be prepared to lay their life on the line for Queen and country.